What's up, everybody? This is the Palmer Squares.
And you're listening to the Average AF podcast.
This is Dan Cummins, and you're listening to the Average as Fuck podcast.
Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Catalyst Bars, and you're listening to the Average AF podcast. Let's get it.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the Average AF podcast. This is episode 57. I cannot believe it. Yeah. It's good to be here. It's a good day. We are recording on a Monday, which is not normal.
Yeah.
We are both exhausted.
Yeah.
Baker for other reasons. If you look at his nose, he got beat up, clearly.
Red wrist, slapping around and stuff.
Right. But I wanted to start the episode by saying usually, I guess.
Yeah.
We always have updates for you guys.
So we might as well keep it going.
Right. I was gonna say, like an hour ago, I thought like, hey, this is like the first episode in a while where we're not like announcing something or like
special something.
Yeah, something special, a new merch thing, something on YouTube, like whatever. I don't know. Just a lot of different stuff, new website, like blah blah blah. But I was like, yeah, this is going to be the first episode in a long time that we don't have to promote anything, no updates, no anything like that. But
you lied.
Yeah, I'm a liar. So we do actually have an update.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So check out the merch store for
Yep.
sure. Due to the fact that we got some new hoodies and shirts out there with the new logo, man.
Yep.
With new colors. What,
Yes.
5 each?
Yeah, there's 5 different colors each. There's like some maroons. There's the standard like black and grays.
Yeah. Check out the new brown. It looks dope.
Yeah. Don't sleep on the brown. It's not
check it
brown.
out.
It's espresso.
Oh,
Is what it's
okay.
called.
My
Yeah,
bad.
yeah, yeah.
Fancy.
No, it's cool. It's cool. You just didn't know how fancy we were.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
it's actually super cool with the gold logo on it. So
Yeah, it looks nice. I like it.
definitely check it out. There's actually a purple and gold one too. That's
Yep.
pretty sweet. And then actually a blue and gold one too. The maroon and gold.
Maroon and gold looks slick.
And like I said, blacks, grays, all that. So
Check them out. Check them out.
Yep.
What shirts? $22.99. Hoodies $35.99. Again, just check them out. Link will be down below.
Yep.
Right.
Links
Like always,
everywhere,
yeah.
man. With that too, like I just want to mention, we try to keep our prices as low as possible.
Yeah.
We're not necessarily like trying to make like huge profits or a living
Like
off of this or anything.
off of it.
Right. But if you look at any band website, any other podcast website, any, anything that's like done by the individual, even things that are, even like fucking like sports teams and shit, like everything is basically above those numbers. So
Absolutely.
if
we ain't overselling.
yeah, if you're trying to look for, a new hoodie for the fall, definitely hit us up. It's probably going to be not the cheapest, but one of the cheapest you can find that's,
It's worth it. It's comfy.
authentic. Yeah, it's super
comfy.
soft and everything like that.
And it's
So,
dope.
I will mention too, last week we switched to True Crime.
Yep.
Going pretty good. Going pretty
Is it?
good. Yeah, numbers are looking okay.
All right.
Now I don't know if
It was because of the switch.
yeah, I can't tell. But we're looking good so far. Yeah,
Might as
so
well stick with it.
yeah, we're gonna stay True Crime. We're probably gonna try it for a good month or so just to see. Again, if you're listening to this for the first time, we are not a true crime podcast, but if we got you, then we got you. Please subscribe, please follow, please buy a hoodie, all that fun stuff.
Yeah, do it.
Patreon's below as well, all that fun stuff.
Check out all the links.
But yeah, I will say like the descriptions for our episodes. Have you ever looked at them? They're fucking long.
They are long.
There's like a paragraph about the episode. There's a paragraph like, hey, if you want to support the show, visit the Patreon or the merch store. There's a paragraph about our sponsor, Brubaker Photography. And then there's another paragraph that's like, if you want to know anything else about the podcast,
check this out.
go to our website. Yeah, averagejfpodcast.com. So like the descriptions are fucking massive. But I love it. It makes me feel like more professional.
You gotta get it out there somehow.
Yeah, I'm weird. But I did want to give another update, not podcast related, but about something that happened to me today that kind of ties
let's hear about it.
Ties into a previous episode. I don't think it was last episode. I think it was the one before that. But
No surgeries or anything, right?
No.
Okay.
I still need to get my stitches out. But yeah, so I was sitting on the toilet taking a shit.
Oh, these are the best times.
Yes, the great intro to the story.
This is very great. This is a true
Taking
crime.
a shit. I heard that. I was taking a shit, watching some YouTube, doing as I do. I was there for a little while, right?
All right.
Guess what happens when you sit there for a while?
Does your foot go to sleep?
Yeah. Now your foot goes to sleep. Now, I took it a step further, and I let both my feet fall asleep.
Oh,
Fall
shit.
asleep.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also forgot English. But yeah, so both my feet fell asleep,
Okay.
and I noticed, and I said, "I'm gonna stand up right now."
I'm gonna try to walk.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm in a bathroom.
Yeah,
so
true.
Can't really walk too much. But I'm like, I'm gonna stand up. Fuck Baker. You know,
Why is it gotta be fuck Baker?
I don't know. It's just what went through my head.
Okay.
I stood up, fell straight into the wall.
Nice. That's my way of saying fuck you.
Yeah, but in all fairness, we were only talking about one foot falling asleep before.
Okay.
Both my feet, I couldn't feel shit. Fell straight into the wall in front of me.
But that can go to tell you that if you can't feel both of them, if one goes to sleep, maybe you just can't feel that side.
Yeah, but that's my point. Like,
Yeah. So you know, you knew both your feet were there, right?
yeah, but
Like you know one foot's there.
yeah,
So why the fuck couldn't you walk if you know both feet are there?
I don't know what you're saying,
Exactly.
but I win.
It's the same thing as one foot.
No, I don't think it is.
Yeah. If you know one's there, you know both are there.
I stopped listening about 90 seconds ago, so
Winner.
yeah, you might have won on that one. But yeah, so and I didn't fall hard. Like the wall's right there. I just went and like caught myself.
That's
But
awesome.
I was like, damn, like fuck. Now, in all reality, I'm gonna be honest with you. When I first started that story, I was gonna tell you I didn't fall.
But you did.
Yeah, and then I started talking. I'm like, these people, they
Honesty, I like it.
yeah, they, they're here for my honesty. They're here for my true
Yeah.
opinions.
You gotta give it to him.
especially when when I piss people off, and I'm man enough to admit I made a mistake.
There
So
you The both sides of you. Look at that.
yeah, maybe that's what we're gonna call this episode, the both sides.
Both sides.
Now that sounds too emo. I don't know. One other thing too, and then we're gonna get into Baker's face.
That sounds
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
my face.
It'll make sense, but I wanted to bring up one thing too, because I know you got like a good amount to talk about and maybe a story too, like whatever. So I just wanted to throw this out here before we get into that.
That's fantastic.
So this should have been like a TBA segment, which
Okay.
if you've been listening for a while, the TBAs were our first ever bonus segment that we had.
Yep.
They were audio only on the Patreon. This was back before we were doing any
Those are the ones
video
that
at all.
you're slowly rolling out, right?
No, we're rolling out the ones after that,
Oh,
which
the
were the
Tobies.
Tobies. Yeah. And we're rolling those out because those do have video. So,
I got you.
yeah, we post one of the Tobies every Friday on the YouTube for the public to see now. But yeah, so these are TBAs. Probably the only place you'll ever get it's the Patreon because there's no real place to just post audio. I don't want to do it in like our podcast feed because,
Yeah.
but it should have been a TBA. But I hate when TBA, by the way, means things to bitch about. I don't know if I ever mentioned that.
Oh yeah, I knew.
Well, you know, but do they? So, TBA means things to bitch about. We did a bonus episode every Monday about just things, that didn't make sense to us, things we bitched about. So,
Right.
this one should have been one of them, but I hate when people compare, not necessarily the gas prices, but when they say, man, it takes me $60 to fill up my tank. Okay.
Okay.
Now, on the surface, sounds fine, right?
Right.
Maybe expensive, like whatever. But like, for me, if I told you how much it costs to fill up my tank, it's about maximum probably $30.
Yeah.
to fill up your tanks, probably about 50, maybe 60.
No.
No, smaller.
No. I mean, it all depends.
Right. Okay. Well, but my point.
What's the gas price?
Right. But my point is, like my dad's truck, for example, that one will cost probably 60 to 80. He's got a big ass gas tank.
See, mine's about, what is it? Maybe a little, like 16 and a half gallon.
Yeah, mine's like 12. So, but my dad's is like,
That's a big difference.
my dad's is like 24.
Oh, shoot.
So for my $30, it costs him 60, right? But that doesn't tell you shit about the gas price. That just tells you how big your gas tank is.
Yeah.
So I hate when people are like, man, you know, it cost me $60 to fill up my tank. I'm like, you have a big ass tank.
Right.
Like, that doesn't mean shit about the gas price.
Plus, you always assume it's unleaded.
Right.
Maybe
well,
it's not.
Mine's premium.
See?
Yeah, $30 premium. So,
See?
yeah.
I'm unleaded.
Yeah.
But I've had premium before. Danielle has, not me. It was her car.
It's so weird when I first got my car, the first time I opened the door, it said premium fuel recommended, and I was like, huh.
On the gas?
Yeah.
The gas tank one?
Yeah.
Yep.
And then
That's where I found hers out.
I put premium in the bike too.
Do you really?
Yeah. So it's like weird
Does
to
it
like
ask for that on the bike?
Yeah, it says, well, it doesn't you can do either, but it's again recommended.
Yeah.
So it's weird that like everything I drive now is premium gas. Like I only get
Moving
premium.
on up.
I'm like, that's weird though. But yeah, I don't know. It should have been a TBA, but yeah, I just get so upset when people are complaining about how much it costs to fill up their tank. Like that has no relevance to the gas price.
I always complain about the gas price.
Complaining about the gas price is fine.
That's what I do.
That's different,
Yeah.
right? But like if my dad said, man, it cost me $60 to fill up my tank, and I say, man, it cost me $30. He's like, oh man, that's great for you.
Dude.
I'm like, no, it's not. It just means I have a smaller tank.
Right.
Like,
no, I get pissed when I fill up at the closest one to my house because I need gas, right?
right.
And let's say I'm driving over here and I go past the other Kroger. It's 10 cents cheaper.
See, I'm not upset about that.
I say, damn it.
I'm
Just keep driving, but I'm just like, damn it, in my head.
So this was a TBA, actually.
This
Well,
was?
Yeah.
Okay.
So let me explain this to you.
Alrighty.
So I just want to say, we've been getting away from the learning stuff.
So
right?
we gonna learn as people?
Yeah, we gonna learn you today.
Okay.
So you're upset about 10 cents a gallon, right?
I mean,
Yeah, not upset, but like
it hits me a
yeah,
certain
you're
way.
like, damn, right? Okay.
Yeah.
You just said you had 16-gallon tank.
Yeah.
That's $1.60.
Oh, here we go. Mathematic.
Yep, $1.60,
All right.
right? How much is a gallon of gas? 240, 220, maybe.
Yeah. Let's say 214.
It is 214.
Yeah.
That's weird. So
That's knowledge.
so that
Knowledge is
160.
power, Adam.
So that 160 out of the 214 or whatever, obviously rough estimate, we're saying is like what? Probably 70%, give or take.
Yeah.
Ish. I don't know, but
Okay.
somewhere around there. So you're getting 70% of a gallon. That's it. How many miles to the gallon do you get?
I don't know.
Probably 20, 25 maybe.
No. Hell no.
20?
It's a V8.
Oh, is it okay?
Yeah, it's a V8. So,
So-
no, I get like,
We'll say 20 to be nice, right?
yeah, if that.
Okay, so we'll
20. I think it was like 22 last time, but that was all highway.
okay.
The last time I checked it.
We'll say 20 just to make easy numbers, right?
Okay.
So 70% of 20 is 14 miles.
Yeah.
So you're upset about all that.
Yeah, in the
For
split,
14
in the split
miles.
second.
Well,
it's
right.
quicker than doing the math.
No, I get that. But like, I will never, and that's 10 cents.
Yeah.
So imagine the people that drive across town.
to get like
for
5
3
cents or
cents.
3 cents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't make
See, I don't
sense.
do that.
It doesn't make sense. Even the 10 cents doesn't make sense.
No.
Even if it's my dad's truck where I said 24 gallons, that's $2.40. You got an extra gallon. That's it. You know what I mean? It seems
Hey,
like
an extra gallon's an extra gallon.
I agree, but like it seems like such a big difference. I'm like,
Yeah, it seems like it.
it's not even that bad. But like, now like for
Maybe
work,
it's the way the mind's trained.
it is. Well, it's just because people don't think about shit.
Yeah.
But like for work today, I had an order that I was told was $1.17 per pound for this product, or it was $1.20 per pound for this product, and the customer sent me a PO saying $1.17. 3 cents off, not a big deal, right?
Mhm.
They ordered 8,000 pounds.
That's a big deal.
It's a couple $100. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a big deal. So, for 8,000 pounds, for it to be worth a couple $100, when you're talking about like 24 of something, it's not even worth shit. So, learned you people. I know you don't care, but yeah, you
You
just
said learned you.
you just got to think about shit
Got 'em.
though. Like, I just hate when people are like,
Yeah.
any of that. I'm like, it's so fucking pointless. Like, especially, so we'll do the same scenario for you, but with like 5 cents, right?
Okay.
That's
yeah.
7 miles.
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing.
Right.
You
But
just drove way more than 7
Right.
miles.
right, exactly. But like, why
Or
are
you just
upset?
drove about 7 miles, not way more.
Well,
Maybe.
probably about
depending.
7, yeah, give or take. I don't know. But yeah. Like,
Now you're going to good test that.
maybe. But yeah, it's just something interesting that people don't think about. They just automatically get upset.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's not.
Some more than others, too.
Yeah, that's a
Some
fact.
a lot more than others.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
But
whatever.
see, and that 7 miles was if you filled up your 16-gallon tank completely. So on a full tank, you're missing 7 miles.
you'd be all right.
Yeah, shut up. I just,
Get them.
yeah, I almost
I
did.
thought we were going to go a week without you getting somebody.
No, never.
All right.
I think that's why our numbers are going up.
Hey, just
Not
get 'em.
really. Not really.
Man.
That's probably why they're going down. I did post a clip of us bitching about Star Wars and Harry Potter.
I saw that.
Yeah. People
Good
are not
one.
liking it,
No.
which is cool.
Luckily, there's not a dislike button
There is a dislike button.
on YouTube.
Yeah.
Not on
Nobody's
Facebook.
disliked yet. We still have 100% liked rating. And this is our 18th video on YouTube.
Heck yeah.
So, well, actually, it's more than
Let's
that with
keep
all
it
the
going.
clips and shit and the bonus shit. So, yeah.
Yeah, that you throwing out there.
Yeah, definitely interesting. I don't know. I'm on a tangent. Shut me up. So, what's up?
Whatever.
How's your week been on a lighter note?
It's been great.
Okay.
Just got back into Ohio
Okay.
from North Carolina.
Yeah.
Dude, it was great.
Yeah.
Um,
It looked fun.
the first night, so we got there. We drove, me, my son, both my parents, and we stayed with my aunt and uncle. They live right off of Lake Norman, so
Okay.
it was like super close to the lake and where they dock at. So when we got there, we ate dinner and just kind of sat and chatted around. Went to bed, woke up the next day, and it was raining the whole entire day.
Damn.
I was like, oh, this is not a great way to start things off. Like, so we just we chilled at the house, played games. I learned a lot of new games. Like, my family is a big game family.
Like board games or card games?
Primarily card games, but we play board games.
Okay.
And then like puzzles. Puzzles are big in the family too. The jigsaw puzzles.
Right.
But we
Those are specifically the puzzles I don't like.
the jigsaw ones.
Yeah.
I mean, I got to be in the mood, so I can't really like do one.
I can't. I mean, everybody knows this that listens to this. I can't sit there for long enough and
Yeah.
just like figure shit out like that. Like, nope. It's
True.
got to be more. It's got to be more interactive.
I
for
got
me.
you. I got you. Yeah. Yeah, we'll get into that later.
Okay.
So we get there, it's raining. Finally stopped raining later at night, so we went for a walk. And while we're walking, we go under this tree, and something falls on my cousin's foot because she's there as well. And she thought it was a leaf, and she kind of like kicked it off a little bit. It's a freaking snake.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's not.
No.
It's not a freaking leaf.
Was it a small one or a big
It
one?
was a baby snake, but dude, no, it was fucking vicious.
Yeah.
Like, it was for a baby. And by the way, it's not like poisonous or venomous, because there's a difference.
Yeah.
I know that.
Yeah. Wow,
Um,
you're smart.
Yeah, either or. But so I sent it to my uncle. He sent it to a friend, and I guess it's like like a water banded snake, a black water banded snake or something like that. So it wasn't dangerous. I don't know if it was just defensive, but dude,
Right.
that thing freaking was pissed.
Yeah. It just
Maybe
fell
because
out of
it
the
fell
tree.
of a tree too.
Right.
But I guess they not nest, but they like go up and explore in the trees.
I didn't know a snake could climb a tree.
Dude, it's crazy. The only time I've seen that is like Jungle Book.
How does a snake climb a tree? Unless
I
it's
don't
like
know.
that long, to where it can be on the ground and get to a branch, maybe. But
no, maybe it can just like swivel up the trunk.
I don't know. I feel like that would hurt, right?
They're snakes.
They're assholes.
They are, dude, and they're scary.
How
went to
big?
get
Like, how big do you think it was? Like, if it was all stretched out.
I don't know how long that would be. I got a picture of it.
Well, for the people can't see your picture.
I know. I'm about to look at the picture and see if I can get a measurement. It's hard.
Do you think it's like as long as this table?
Hell no.
Half the table?
I'm trying to look at maybe the lanyard.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it wasn't like huge, but dude, I hate snakes.
Yeah.
It could be the size of the fucking bracelet.
That would be called a worm, sir.
It could be. I can't stand you. Where is this thing at? Okay. Which one's better? There. I don't know. It might be longer than the lanyard.
Yeah, it's probably longer than the lanyard. That doesn't look friendly.
Dude, so I go to get the picture, right? And this bitch.
He's fucking super close on this picture, by the way.
I zoomed. It looks nice because I zoomed.
Okay.
I couldn't get that close. I was probably like.
That's still fucking close to a snake,
It
dude.
was still kind of close, all right. But it was my phone in my hand, and I knew that I can get it away before this thing could attack. Because,
Right.
I think I'm that smart to know the velocity.
Yeah, you think you're faster
do
than
all
a
the-
snake?
Can do all the math in my head like you do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did it for the velocity and the
Okay,
angle and
okay.
all of the wind. And
I appreciate that. Didn't
Did
know you
all
were an
that.
engineer, but that's cool.
an
An aerospace engineer.
No, but this thing freaking cocked back, dude. And, like, was about to, like, spring at me, dude. It scared the shit out of me. We kept walking,
that.
but when we came back, it wasn't there anymore. So I don't know where it went, but
It was
Ugh.
probably in your fucking boot or some shit.
there's a snake in my boot.
I didn't even think of that.
But no, we just kept walking, dude. It was nice to just be out there, and the temperature was nice, even though it just rained, but it was still nighttime ish.
Yeah.
And then Caden was like super tired, quote unquote, super tired. So we started walking back home. It was me, my aunt, my cousin, and my mom, and Caden. And while we were out there, the neighbor was out there, and she's 3, their daughter. I think she's 3. And Caden just like started talking to her.
Right.
Like, hey, what's happening?
He's a ladies' man.
Dude, I'm so much in trouble.
Why do you
with him.
think I brought Harper around once?
Yeah.
I'm like, you ain't getting a boyfriend yet.
Because she will.
Yeah.
He
Well,
will.
they both like the same thing. They like
Yeah, they can
dinosaurs and
definitely get
monster
along
trucks
with each other.
and building shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Well, I do have to bring her over more.
That's true. he loves kids, and
Yeah.
especially like anybody close to his age.
See, she like when she's in daycare, like she kind of plays on her own and like just does whatever. But when she's with any kids that are older than her,
Mm-hmm.
she like kind of follows them around,
Yeah.
and not in like a leader follower way, but she's like, "What are you doing?"
yeah.
like,
Like teach
Huh.
me.
Yeah,
I want to learn
Yeah.
your ways.
yeah. She definitely goes after the older kids, which I guess is probably not a good sign.
I don't know. It's nuts. But yeah, he so they started talking, and then her mom was like, "Oh yeah, if he wants, he can come over. We got a trampoline. He can jump on it at any time. Like when we're
Yeah.
not here or anything." So of course he goes and jumps for like 20 or 30 minutes, and then
Right.
they had to leave, so he wanted to come back home. But after that, dude, it was fantastic because then we went on the boat, rode the boat for a little bit, got off, swam, just relaxed. It was super nice. Then we got the jet ski out.
Yeah.
Caden helped drive.
Nice.
So he was hitting the throttle. So I had my hands on the steering, and then he was hitting the throttle. And this thing is nice, dude. 55 miles per hour. Just chilling on the lake, dude. Just
Yeah.
going. First day wasn't bad. It was nice and like smooth and calm out, and wasn't really busy where we were at. It was busy out, but not exactly where we were at. So I could just let him hit it loose, throttle. He loved it. Like
Yeah.
he wanted to keep going as fast as he wanted to go.
Right.
And he's been playing this game on his tablet called like Riptide, and it's
Okay.
jet skis.
Okay. That's
And you
why.
do like tricks and stuff.
Right.
And he calls them magic tricks. Everything's a
Ah.
magic trick.
Gotcha.
So any games like skateboarding, biking, or
Mhm.
anything in real life, they're all magic tricks.
Nice.
So he's trying to do magic tricks, and we got one where it's parked or anchored, I guess. and he's like laid back, doing like the lazy boy.
Nice.
He's like, yeah, this is one of the magic tricks I learned.
Nice.
So,
Dude, I will say too, like letting him drive and stuff, like, as kind of like a little side note, like that's honestly one of my fondest memories of when I was like 6 or 7, because it was same thing, but on the quad, right? And my dad would always like let me sit in front and drive and stuff and steer a little bit. And, but the big thing, I think I was like 5, maybe 6. And you know, when you reverse, you got to turn the wheels the opposite way, right? So
different way,
opposite
way.
So like one of my fondest memories is me and my dad are on a quad. We get to a point where I have to like reverse, and I shifted it into reverse, and I backed up and turned the right ways and stuff.
All right.
And I specifically remember my dad saying, like, wow, that was really good. And then we were heading back home, so we go inside, and he's telling my mom, and he's like, yeah, you know, he was able to reverse out of this like perfectly fine and stuff. And he looked at me and he said, I think he's ready for his own now. And I was like, fuck yeah, because that's what I was working towards, because I always wanted my own. And he's like, well, you got to get used to this first.
Yep.
And so like just letting me drive a little bit, you know, getting that down. That was for real.
That's awesome.
One of my best memories is when he was telling my mom that, and then looked at me and said, I think he's ready for his own.
Oh, yeah.
And so I got a little quad, and then just within like 6 months went to dirt bikes, and then just rode dirt bikes from when I was like 7 until like, well, really till I moved out of my parents' house. I haven't ridden a dirt bike in a while. But then you know, for my graduation gift, they got me a crotch rocket, like a street bike.
Nice.
So then I've been riding road bikes ever since.
You can't beat that.
Right, but that one moment like started all of that.
All of it. Yeah.
So
that's what's up.
It's really important to do that. I'm sure he's definitely gonna remember that.
Oh yeah, dude, it was a blast. So the only downfall of this whole entire trip, I'm so freaking burnt, dude.
Yeah, you are.
Like it hurts.
Yeah.
It hurts right now to like smile and stuff
Yeah.
like that. My face is burnt. My shoulders are burnt. My legs.
Like dude, look at the difference between my arm, and I'm not like we have lights on, right? So the lights, you know, making it look a little brighter than it actually is. So I'm not quite as white as you're seeing, but he is still red as fuck.
Dude, look at that where my Fitbit was.
See, you can't even see that on the camera because of the lights. Damn, that's red. Yeah, they can't see that. But his wrist is the same color as his face, so.
It's so red. And my nose hurts.
Yeah.
Little man's face got so burnt.
Yeah.
He had sunscreen on too, because people are like, "Oh my god!" Like Danielle was like, "Where's the sunscreen?" He had it on.
Right.
Like it. He does it all the time though.
Yeah.
Even when we were at Zumbizi Bay, like he gets burnt super easy, no matter how much sunscreen you put on there, what kind it is, whether it's like the stick or the spray or the cream or whatever. Dude, so burnt.
Dude, I used to get burnt really bad, but as like an adult, I don't think I've ever really gotten burnt. I got burnt so bad in fucking Utah on a houseboat.
Oh, going to like different states is...
Dude, it's the second worst pain I've ever felt, because we were on a houseboat, right, in the middle of a lake, and me and my buddy decided to sleep on the top part of the houseboat. It's kind of like a roof, but there's an awning and stuff. Like you're obviously allowed to be up there. But we were up there, and we had the comforters, and it's like 95 degrees at night, like in the middle of Utah, in the middle of this lake. It was a super dope trip. Yeah, but my mom's like, you know, make sure you cover up. And we're like, it's fucking 90 something degrees. Like, I'm not covering up with this blanket.
Why?
Yeah. And then I woke up and my whole fucking back was like scaly. That's how burnt I was. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah. It was so bad. It was like, like I woke up like bawling. I was like 14 or 15. Like, I'm not a young kid. Like, you know, I'm a teenager, but like know what's going on. Dude, I was bawling. And like they had to put like the aloe vera on, and like it hurt to the touch. Like, oh, it was so bad.
Yeah, mine's
So
not that bad,
fucking
thank God.
bad.
But I've had bad like
But-
that.
But since then, I don't think I've ever really burnt.
See, I used to. Oh God, I miss it too. I used to burn one time
Yeah.
only. Didn't matter what.
Yeah.
After that, it was a straight tan. Like I wouldn't burn again, and if I burned, it would be for like 12 hours.
Right.
But now it's like I'm burnt for like 3 days,
Damn.
and it's like a hurt burnt.
That's because you're old.
Oh God, it sucks. It sucks.
Your old skin can't handle it.
I know. It just like drains you too, though, man.
Right.
Like
It does.
ugh.
Being sunburnt sucks.
And a freaking 8-hour drive in the car.
Right. That blows.
Yeah.
All right, guys, a little break in the action just to shout out our first ever small business sponsor, Brubaker. Brubaker Photography, Brubaker. That has your last name in it,
I love it. I'll never forget it.
right? You just got to remember BRU.
Yep, brew.
And then Baker. Brubaker Photography on Facebook. Definitely reach out to them. The link's going to be in the description below.
Like them, share them.
Yep,
'em out.
all that kind of stuff. Comment on their stuff. Let them know we sent you. Big thing too is go to the community tab, hit invite friends, and just invite everybody.
Yeah.
Not
spread the love.
everybody's gonna accept, and that's perfectly fine. But you
Never know
know,
until you try.
right? Try
That's how
to
I look at it.
help them out because they're helping us out. So
Support your local businesses.
yeah, definitely check out Brubaker Photography. I think it's facebook.com/Brubaker Photography 1. Again, the link's going to be in the description below. And then, as always, we wanted to shout out our Patreon producers.
They're adding up now.
Yeah, we got 5 of them.
Okay.
Until we started this merch giveaway, we had just as many Patreon producers, which is a $10 tier, as we did our $2 tier.
Wow.
And then everybody else is basically in the $5 tier in the middle. 'Cause that's
Yeah.
where you get the bonus content and stuff. But yeah, so shout out to our Patreon producers. That's Taylor, Steve, Tom, Nate, and the Teach a Dummy podcast. The Teach a Dummy podcast did just release a new episode that's fucking awesome. So definitely check that out. I know it's on Apple Podcasts. I know they are also on Facebook and Instagram. I'm not sure where else you can find them. I'm sure everywhere. I just listen on Apple Podcasts, but I'm sure they're on Spotify and all that kind of stuff too. But yeah, if you guys want something shouted out, if you want small business or I guess large business
Yep.
sponsorship, definitely hit up our Patreon.
And as you were saying before, man, bonus content. Not only do we get to shout you out, but you get to check out the bonus content and see what's out there. New releases,
Yep.
exclusive releases prior to everybody else. New merch drops, things like that.
Right.
So definitely sign up. Even no matter which tier you go with. If it's not the $10 to get the producer, $5 gives you everything you need as well.
Yeah,
so.
the $5 will get you everything other than the producer credits, basically. The $10 one also gets you a guaranteed guest spot too.
Yeah.
So something a lot of people overlook. And then the $2 tier for all of our exclusive drops, all of our early releases, you guys get access to that as well. We're not trying to cut anybody out of anything early.
Everybody gets something.
Yep. So yeah, definitely sign up. You can go to patreon.com/averageaf podcast, links below, or you can go to our website, averageafpodcast.com, and you can sign up there as well. But yeah, thanks guys. Thank you all for supporting the show. And
Back to the action.
yep.
So on the way back,
Yeah.
it was again about an 8-hour trip or so. I watched Zodiac, which I've watched it like a long time ago, but it took me a minute to watch
Right.
it, so it wasn't like a full through watch. But hey, being in a long car ride, might as
Right.
well watch a freaking 2.5 hour long movie.
I think I've definitely had it on the TV. I don't know if I ever like fully paid attention. Like I
Right.
know the story, but I don't think I was ever like watching the movie.
That's how
like,
I was.
Right.
And now that it's on Netflix, I was like, well, I got time.
Oh, nice. It's on Netflix.
Right.
Oh yeah.
So I did that. Caden stayed awake the entire time.
Damn, that sucks.
The entire trip. The way there, 30-minute nap. That was
Damn.
it. The whole entire way there.
Damn.
This boy, even while we were at my aunt and uncle's, he was Mr. Chatterbox the whole entire time
Damn.
because me and him slept in the same room. So we'd go to bed, and sometimes it was late and be like, 10:30, 10:45. We get upstairs, brush our teeth, do all that stuff. Get in bed, it's like 11:15.
Right.
Dude, we didn't go to bed till like 12:15 because he's just up there talking
Yeah.
the entire time. But so we finally get home, and now I think it was either that morning or the night before.
Okay.
Danielle told me that our daughter Jazzy had fed Caden's fish a little bit too much.
Oh no.
Now, for those that don't know, Caden, well, it wasn't all Caden's fault, but we bought him we bought him 2 mollies, fish, right? And 2 tetras and a pleco. 5 fish total. The mollies that we got were Dalmatian mollies, so they're black and white. So I was like, oh, that's cool. One's
Right.
black, one's white.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, so it wasn't like a black and white Dalmatian. It was just
Right.
like one's white, one's black. I was like, well, let's get one of each.
Right.
Stupid.
Okay.
Male, female.
Oh yeah, you're dumb.
Freaking stupid. To make matters better, in this 20-gallon tank, which, by the way, sweet deal, $20 for the $20-gallon tank.
Nice.
$20 for a 20-gallon tank.
That's cheap.
Yeah. So thought that would be perfect for 5 fish, right? Nope. Mollies start mating.
Yeah.
They don't give birth to eggs. They give birth to live fish.
Oh damn.
And it doesn't take them too long to get pregnant again. So they keep popping.
Damn.
It
How
was
many
horrible.
fish you got? You got like 40 fish in that same tank?
Oh, no. So I'll be able to give you totals here in a second, because with the overfeeding, I got out 82 dead fish.
Oh my god.
82 from 5 to 82
Damn.
is what was currently in there. Now, that does not count. We've probably had a much higher count before. 82 of them is what we found. I've seen them eat each other before.
Damn.
And there's
See-
one tetra in there right now, and I did not remember out of any of those 82 being a tetra.
So you think he got eaten?
I'm pretty sure he got 8.
Damn. So you're
So-
talking over 100 fish.
In a freaking 20-gallon tank.
Which, give people perspective. How big is a 20-gallon tank?
Oh, dude, it's probably like this.
How tall?
Like this long, probably up to
Okay.
about maybe here.
So we're talking like
Yeah, and
3
like this,
by
this-
2.
maybe this thick.
Yeah, okay.
So, like,
Foot
not
thick.
bad. Now, mind you, downstairs I have about a 60-gallon tank.
Right.
You know how many fish I have in my 60-gallon tank?
I think 4, 5,
5, 6.
6.
With a
okay.
monster pleco, though,
Right.
dude. The algae eater one.
Yeah. That thing, I was
Oh,
going to say,
dude.
it's probably like that big now.
It's like a freaking snake in there. Oh. But yeah, so I come home and I think I spent, oh my God, 2 hours. After I get home from an 8-hour trip, I spent about 2 hours upstairs in his room cleaning out this fish tank. Dude, disgusting. I had to take out all the decor.
How long were they dead for?
Oh, probably at least a night. It stunk so bad.
Why didn't somebody else take care of
Oh,
it?
Danielle did not want to mess with that.
And
And Jaslyn sure as hell did not want to mess with that.
damn.
So, I was the one, because, you know, fishing, not fishing, but the fish are my thing.
Right.
So I cleaned it out, got all 82 out, sent them to Fish Heaven, and it took me about 6 5-gallon buckets of like changing water and stuff like that.
Damn.
So 6 dumping and 6 filling. So
you're
12.
You're tired.
Dude, it sucked.
That blows.
Yeah, I haven't even like cleaned any of the decor. Like, you're not supposed to wash it or anything like that, but I just want to like get all the crap off of it, dude.
Right. How did Caden care? Did he
He
notice?
comes home. There was 4 alive,
Okay.
including the pleco. So he was like, I don't know where this came from, but he was like, Papa's wrong. Some lived.
Okay.
I was like, Papa never, like our grandpa, or
Right.
his grandpa, my dad. I was like, Papa never, thinking this in my head, like he never said anything, but he wasn't hurt hard.
Okay. So, but I gotta try to picture this. So, were there like how big are the dead fish? Like tiny,
Some of them were like decent size, like this.
Damn.
They're nothing compared to mine. at
Well,
all.
right.
They're little guys.
An inch or two.
Yeah, maybe.
And there was 80 of them. Were they
82.
just like? I mean, I get that. but
82. Get it exact.
82.1. Were they all just like floated
No,
to the
not
top?
all of them were floating. Some float, some sunk, some were stuck in the decor.
Oh no.
Yeah, dude, it was, oh my God, it was hell. And then, so I got what I could see, right? Now, mind you, his fish tank kind of has a lot in it, but at first I was like, oh, cool, it's having babies. Let me see what I can do to keep babies alive. Apparently, I'm good at it.
Oh, that's not good.
So I found out that floating grass is good for it. So I bought floating grass, and I have that at the top of the tank. And then I had a bunch of little things on the bottom for them to like hide through and stuff like that, and be able to have their own little territories and things like that. So I had those things to help protect the fish.
Yeah, but you're thinking like a couple
yeah,
babies,
at
not
first.
80.
Dude, it sucked.
Two, sorry.
Yeah, that we found. Oh my
Right.
God, I can't believe it. I guarantee there was a time where there was at least 125 in there.
Damn. And they got 8.
Yeah, because they'll eat the babies,
Right.
like straight up. So, and they've given birth multiple times, because when they give birth, it's male and female, of course. So when those females get old enough,
Right.
they're starting to pop out babies, and
Dude, imagine
all-
100 little inch-long fish in a tank like this big, just swimming around cruising.
dude, like when it was feeding time, because they would start getting their feeding times. Fish are actually like super intelligent, like
yeah.
fish that you keep as like pets. But when it was feeding time, they would like swarm. Dude, it was nuts.
Damn.
But yeah, so that's what I did.
That's
when I
fucking
came
wild.
home.
And that was today, right?
Yeah, so if I don't know what we're gonna do. I think if they die, Danielle really doesn't want the fish tank anymore. So I might put the pleco in mine, because his pleco is like this big.
Yeah, but
It's decent size.
Isn't that one going to get eaten?
I don't think so.
No?
I think it's thick enough to not get ate.
So they're not going to try
And it's
it?
bigger than the new one that we got, that jewel cichlid,
Okay.
that like red one.
This all sounds like Japanese to me, by
Yeah.
the way. So
The new red one, the smallest one.
okay,
in our
I
tank.
can understand that.
Yeah, that's how like deep I am into it.
Right.
I know names and stuff. But yeah, we're thinking about possibly like a lizard for him, but I don't know.
Nah.
I don't know. I'm scared with having something that can get out and get loose be in his room.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
So, but yeah,
Well, never mind. I was gonna say get a puppy, but you're good on puppies.
dude, I'll punch you in the throat right now.
You are good on puppies. I think
Danielle, don't listen to him. I swear nope.
you can get me a puppy.
No, she keeps bringing that up.
Dude, I want a puppy again.
Now I'm punching you in the throat. Bringing
sorry.
this up.
We'll edit it out. We won't.
No, we won't.
Yeah, man, it definitely sounds like a fun trip, though. North
It
Carolina is awesome. I've only been there once, and I was actually on a work trip. So we didn't like get to go anywhere. You know, we were in the middle of North Carolina, like didn't get to go to the beach or anything. But it was still cool. It was super nice weather. Everybody there is super nice.
Very nice.
Southern hospitality, all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
So,
Oh yeah.
So we definitely got hooked up as far as work goes. Like they took us to like fucking, I wouldn't say 5-star restaurants, but probably like 4-star
good
restaurants,
ones.
like consistently. Like they're like, hey, what do you guys
Can't
want
go
for
wrong with
lunch? And we're like, I don't know. You got like Subway? And they're like, no, we're fucking going to this place.
Like check this out.
Right.
They
There-
know all the local joints. And
yeah. There was one place that was so good. Before we went, like back to the airport, I was driving. The two girls I was with made me stop there, and they went in and got some of their dessert. They got like 4 pieces of cheesecake and like a couple other pieces of
That sounds
whatever.
delicious.
Yeah, and they're like, we're taking it home, like with us.
Okay.
Like they put it in their bag and everything. Like that's how good it was. I was like, damn, like we made
God,
it.
I want some cheesecake right now.
We made an extra trip to go to this restaurant before we go to the airport. Like that's commitment.
That's deep. That's
Yeah,
deep.
that's real
Very
deep.
Oh man, I love it.
That definitely sounds like a fun trip, man. But
Back to reality.
yeah, and you mentioned deep actually. So I kind of want to get into this next topic, it's, man, like all of our topics are like fucking lighthearted and then fucking flip a switch
Yeah.
to go the opposite way, but it is what it is. But I kind of want to talk about family.
Okay.
Because like, I think I have a very different view on family than a lot of people, for reasons that I probably won't get into on the podcast.
Okay.
We'll see.
That makes sense.
We'll see how it goes. Because you know how I don't keep my mouth shut about stuff. So
It's true.
we'll
Once
see.
you start going.
We'll see. But I want to get, because I think our views on family are a little different.
Okay.
Yours in the more positive way, as far as I can tell.
Yeah.
And mine in a different way.
Okay. That
So-
makes sense.
So I don't want to. It's not in regards to like, you know, your son and your daughter
Right.
and your fiance.
yeah.
Like obviously those are, you feel a certain type of way about them, right?
Yeah.
But as far as like your other family, like, you know, some people say like family's most important. Like, you know, some people say like blood doesn't matter. Some people say blood's thicker than water. Like,
I think all those can tie in.
okay. So yeah, where are you at with it?
I mean, like blood family is always going to come first,
Okay.
like for sure. But it doesn't mean others can't come first with them.
Okay.
Is how I look at it.
Okay.
I'm speaking for myself as well. Like I can't speak on behalf of anybody else because
Right.
you know my life wasn't their life, so everything can be different. But me personally, you know, I would do anything for my family, no matter the situation, just because they've always had my back, whether I've done right or wrong.
Right.
They've always been there for me and helped me go through life lessons and, you know, have always kind of been that crutch, not the baby me crutch all the time.
Right.
Like, let me make my mistakes, give me little lectures, don't do that shit again type of
Right.
thing. You know, and it got me to the point to where I didn't want to make mistakes just due to the fact I didn't want to disappoint them,
Right.
because I felt like disappointing them was even worse than probation or house arrest or, you know, anything like that. Like,
Right.
I felt like that was embedded in my head because of shit like that, because
Right.
of the support. But to that point where they kind of tie into each other, like my daughter Jazzy, and she's been in my life since she was a year.
Right.
So there's no marriage at the moment between me and Danielle. There's no blood between me and Jazzy. But her being in my life for that long is, you know, she's in there with family.
Right.
Like, she's not described, you know, mathematically or
Right.
scientifically as like blood or anything, but that's my daughter, man.
Well, yeah, that's that's
So-
a given, I would say, but
So there's definitely different ways of
Yeah.
looking at it. But me personally, dude, like, I wouldn't be who I am without my family.
yeah.
Straight up.
See,
And I'm the baby of the family.
right. I'm the baby of my family too. But I would say like my views are kind of not the opposite. Like, obviously I care about my family.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my mom and dad are super dope, and like we had our differences when I was like a fucking teenager, like everybody does. But
Right.
you know, as a grown up, we've never had you know, anything come between us really. Like maybe
Mhm.
some arguments here or there or whatever, but nothing major. And obviously I have my daughter and stuff like that. But like outside of that, man, like my family, I don't want to say they haven't been there for me, because they would if, you know, if it came down to it, but they just like weren't around.
Okay.
And it's not their fault, but like all my siblings, I have 3 siblings, and they have a different dad, right?
I gotcha.
And my closest sibling is basically 10 years older than me.
So they kind of already started having their life when you were younger. and-
Right. So by the time I'm like 6, my brother's 16. My sister, like one of my sisters is probably 17, 18. The other one's probably 20, 21.
Yeah, so they're
Right.
much older.
Right. Much older. And at that point, Like my mom, like they would come over to our house every other weekend. But again, by the time I'm 6 or 7, my brother's 16, 17, you know, my mom's not going to hold him to come over.
Yeah.
He's kind of a grown man at that point, and my sisters at that point were adults.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I obviously have siblings, but I kind of was also, like, an only child to some extent.
Yeah.
But we just have so many differences.
True.
And, like, I guess this is the part where I don't want to get into it too in depth, but there's like a lot of shadiness that runs in my family. A lot of selfishness, like look out for me, like myself, which I get to some extent, but like in terms of like legal battles between family members, like
damn,
it's just and everybody's still trying to be together, and like, you know, nobody holds grudges and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, no, fuck that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, see, and I don't want to get too in depth with it because, like, you know, it's not necessarily like my story to tell to put this in like perspective, but like, there was legal battles basically between like my grandpa and like the FBI basically, and my siblings got dragged into it, and my mom got dragged into it, and like all this kind of stuff, and
just like a snowball effect.
Yeah, and it was, you know, my grandpa doing shady shit as far as like real estate goes, and I don't know all the details in that aspect, but banking, money, transactions, whatever,
something crazy,
something like that. Like, and basically they went after my mom because my mom was his secretary. And I guess I'll say this part because like, I don't really care. Probably shouldn't. It's probably too much info, but whatever. So the FBI literally went after my mom to get to my grandpa. And they said, hey, we don't even want her, like talking to my grandpa, like we don't even want her. We just want you to plead guilty and we'll let her go. Right? That's all.
Yeah.
That's the only reason we have her. Because she was associated with it because she was the secretary, whatever. And he wouldn't do it. He said, you know, I'm innocent. He's clearly not, but like I'm innocent, whatever. So my mom had to walk into the courtroom and plead guilty.
What?
To get, you know, if you plead innocent, you got to go through all the battles and blah, blah, blah. If you plead guilty, they might be lenient on you. So she had to plead guilty. And then 10 minutes later, he walks in and pleads guilty. Yeah.
What?
And there was other stuff between my siblings and them saving themselves and throwing other people under the bus and like all this shit.
Much.
So, yeah, like, so, you know, they're family, but at the same time, like,
damn,
fuck you. Like, they might listen.
World.
They might listen to this, but like, this shouldn't have to be said for you to know where I stand.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my grandpa just recently got out of prison, like probably a month ago ish, give or take.
Yeah.
And the whole time he's there, he's in like West Virginia or something. I don't remember where, because I never fucking visited him. Everybody's like, hey, we're going to go see Grandpa this weekend. You coming? And I said, fuck no. Like, no. Are you serious? No. And then he got out, and everybody's like, hey, let's go. And I'm like, no. Like, I'm not going.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong for having, you know, feelings like that.
And, like, my mom was like, can I at least take Harper? Because Harper's never met him. I said, yeah, you can take her this one time to meet him, but that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's not part of our life. Like, I really shouldn't say this, but, like, this whole thing basically put my mom in prison.
Yeah.
For, like, I think it was a year. It might have been 2. I don't even remember at this point. But because he was selfish and because some of my siblings were, looking out for themselves and throwing everybody else under the bus.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom got caught in the fucking crossfire. So she went to prison for like a year. I think it was just a year, maybe 2. I don't remember, because I was without my mom. She was in West Virginia too. So like, it's not right up the road.
How old were you?
Probably 20, 21 maybe. But that, to go back to our conversation on the last episode, that's why this tattoo's so important. Both of these. This one, my mom's had breast cancer and pancreatic cancer, survived that, and then her family gets her put in jail for something she didn't do.
And survived that.
But that's what this is too. I did a lot of bad shit, and God got even. Because like, I was the one doing bad shit. I was the one doing certain things that...
And nothing happened to you, but...
Yep. But they
Bam.
took her and, gave her cancer twice and sent her to prison.
Once.
And like,
Yep.
yeah. And like all this stuff. So again, I shouldn't be saying this, and I'm sure, my family's not too happy with me saying that. But at the same time, like, it is what it is. It's what happened. But to me, that's why, like, and this is a very unpopular opinion too. And I know I'm very kind of alone, not alone, but, the small majority in this case. But like, the word family to me means zero.
Okay.
Like, it doesn't mean shit to me. Like, my daughter means a lot to me. Obviously, she's my world. And my parents, I love them to death. I'll do anything for them. Aside from that,
yeah, I mean, that's still
don't
family.
care. Like, it is technically family, but like, to be 100% honest, I consider like you and Steve and Tom and Jerry, Asia, all my close friends, that's my family.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't consider my family my family.
Yeah, to your point, because it doesn't have to always be like blood.
Yeah, and like, to me, like, I don't care if we have the same blood or not.
That does not matter.
Yeah, it's how you kind of treat everybody else, and they've never done anything to me personally. Like, they're nice people and they're smart people and all that kind of stuff, but like, your true self comes out, and I don't fuck with your true self. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I just don't. And I've never really, I guess I've kind of said this to them before. Never really like this though. So if they're listening, like, it is what it is. And I'm nice, when we're together. I'm not gonna just like yell at people or like whatever. I don't.
It's not like you're calling people out and shit like that. Like, this is more of your perspective. Like you said, like, people don't hold grudges, so maybe they'll just see this and not come at you about it, but be understanding about it and be like, you know what? Damn.
Right. Like, and I don't necessarily hold a grudge to them. Like, I wish them all the best, and we can be in the same room and we'll take our family pictures and everything's cordial and, whatever. But I kind of, like, at this point, like, I treat a lot of my family as a coworker I dislike.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be professional with you. I'm not going to argue with you, and I'll
Make
try
a
to
scene and shit like that.
Yeah, I'll try to work with you as much as I can. But like, and I've mentioned this before too, when my house got robbed, which was in 2011, maybe 2012, right around that time frame, my cousin did that.
Damn.
My cousin stole everything out of my house except the furniture and the hookah. He stole the microwave. He stole our laptops. He stole all the TVs, the PlayStations, every game, every piece of, not so legal thing we had in the house. Everything.
Damn.
Stole rugs. Everything. Because we were out of town all weekend. And he was the guy that watched the house. And he always did. Watch the house. He would clean it up. He was a good dude, clean it up and all that. And then we come home one weekend and I walk in and I'm like, man, it's really clean in here.
Like, too clean.
Yeah, I'm like, it's really clean. And everybody's looking at me like they know what happened. Like, they're like, oh shit. Like, the people I was with, they obviously like, oh shit, everything's gone, but I haven't processed that yet. I'm like, huh, like it looks really clean. And then I'm looking around, I'm like,
it's almost like a shocked moment.
yeah, and I was like, wait, there's no TV, there's no PlayStation,
It's bare.
there's no bare. Like he left my couches, my table,
Like a kitchen table or an end table?
no, like a living room table,
Oh, okay, yep.
the fridge, and like furniture and stuff. Aside from that, anything, remotely valuable he took the fucking microwave. You know what I mean? So like, to me, family doesn't mean shit.
Right.
Like, I don't care that you happen to be, born by my mom. Like that means nothing when you personally have like fucked me over or fucked over somebody I love.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Doesn't matter if you're in the bloodline or not, man. You just got cut out.
right. And a lot of them did, and not all of them, but a couple of them. And a couple of them's enough for me that I just kind of disassociate. We've never been like super close, given our age difference and stuff like that. I have a couple cousins that I'm kind of close to. One of them really that I'm close to, Brandon, and the other, like, I have nothing against them. I just don't see them that often and stuff. But yeah, family, like, I just think I have a very uncommon view of family. I guess
It's not uncommon. It's just a different view.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I don't know. It's just like I feel bad for feeling that way, but like at the same time,
But it's not even just like you woke up in the morning and you're like, you know what, screw them.
right,
It's like things that have happened.
right,
And that's understandable. I mean, you would do the same with any type of person. That's
Right.
kind of how you get your feels about people is, have they done things to you? And, like you said, the more you get to know them, they can either turn one way or the other.
right. And it doesn't matter to me if you're blood or not. Like, if you treat me like shit, which they've never have, to be honest with you, they've never done anything to me, but they've shown their true colors multiple times, and I'm just not about
Don't want
it.
to be a part of that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm just not about
I
it.
got you, man.
So,
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
but yeah, I just wanted to kind of talk about that just because I know, we have differing opinions, which neither are wrong. Yours is more right than mine.
Yeah, but there's no right or wrong. I mean, it is what it is, and things can be different for different people as well. Like, not everybody. I don't know. I mean, even as a great family and a supporting family, dude, oh my God, we had our differences.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, it's one good thing about us is like we live close to each other, which helps.
Right.
Like, I'm not as close as I am with my sisters than I am with my parents, but I live 15 minutes away from my parents, and
Right.
like 15 minutes away from my grandparents, and
Right.
an hour away from my sisters. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
so. But yeah, man, ain't nothing wrong with having two different ways.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't really mean to get like that deep
That
with
got
it
deep.
and that personal with it,
It
but
gets with it.
I guess, just to put things in perspective
Yeah.
and, why I feel that way. And that was like kind of the light version too. There's
I bet.
more and stuff. But, and like I said, there's, I have no hate towards them. I wish them all the best, and we'll be cordial, and we'll be, nice to each other, and I'll get you stuff at Christmas and, all that stuff.
Yeah.
But like,
That's just how you feel.
at the same time, like, we are no longer as close as you might want us to be.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that wasn't my decision. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So,
I feel it.
I don't know. Sorry to get kind of deep on you, but yeah, I wanted to
happens.
see that difference. But yeah, anything else you want to close out with here on
Nah,
episode
man, that's
57?
a good episode.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun. Obviously, I don't know, man. Like, I've noticed that I kind of treat this like a therapy session.
Hey, it works.
I don't know. I just don't have many people to like talk this out to, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, I like to share it with you guys. So
Yeah. So stay tuned in and keep listening.
Yeah, because, next week I'm coming with some fire, too.
Absolutely. Wouldn't expect anything else.
Right. But yeah, thank you guys for checking out episode 57.
Thank you very much.
As always, please subscribe, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all that fun stuff.
All of it.
We do have the merch giveaway too that I don't think we mentioned at the top of the show.
No. Once we hit 175.
Yep, which we're only like $40 away
Okay.
on the Patreon. So yeah, definitely hit up the Patreon if you sign up now. Once we hit $175, we're doing a merch giveaway.
Yep.
To where
anything you want off of the site.
you can get
Your
anything
choice.
you want from the site, and we'll send it to you. We're doing a raffle type drawing. I think $2 gets you 2 tickets, $5 gets you 5, $10 gets you 12, and $25 gets you 50.
Yeah, so sign up.
Yeah, and that's all on the Patreon. Once we do the drawing, if you wanted to cancel after that, totally understandable.
If not, that's absolutely understandable as well.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you guys for, checking out episode 57. And, yeah, have a good night.
Yeah. Till next week. Peace.